this shit now.
Oh, hello there. Thanks for joining us for season 2, episode 3 of the Facts Podcast. It's your girl Dada, who I got with me.
Hey, it's your girl Tay. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yes. This lovely fragrance right here is this Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. It smells amazing and heavenly over here. Anyway, what do you have to drink on? What's in your cup tonight, darling?
A little bit of dog, a little Hennessy.
I've got the Jose Cuervo and pink lemonade margarita mix. So you know what?
Got a sweet tea in my Popeye's cup, but
You know what? Next episode, let's take shots of Fireball. Let's do it. Like, it's cold outside. I think this might work.
A handle of Fireball, but we're not gonna talk about that.
I think we could.
Well, the thing is, I had it from Friendsgiving, and I don't know why these people thought it was okay to bring a handle of. I had a handle of Tito's too, but that's gone. Then I had a handle of Fireball. So yeah, now we're here.
Okay. Well, you know what? Well, let's get started accordingly. Come on, take a toast. Here we go. A new week.
New week, new topics, new us. We're here.
Yeah, I was about to say something, but I forgot that YouTube won't let you sit here and say these words because I would say bad B words forever, but I ain't got time and production. I don't want to go down to HR. We really do have the HR, y'all. HR is right now is watching us as we're recording this, and he is on our what do they say?
Behind.
Yeah, he's on our behind. But yeah, so on that note, we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right into politics. And then after that, we can get right back to cussing. So, girl, have you heard what the federal government is doing in the new act that they are coming up with? It is the Stopping Home Office Work Unproductive Problems. In other words, it stands for show up. This bill.
It's only right.
They do, and this is for all the teleworking federal employees. As you all know, if you don't know, but you all should know because you should be subscribed to 613 Faye Faye DMV, not me sitting here messing up. Jesus, it's the liquor I've been drinking before I got here, so that's why I messed up. But this don't need to turn into drink champs. But we're gonna do what to do. Anyway, so we are in the DMV and we are very close to many. We have all of us, everybody here has a friend that works in the government, and it's a lot of them have been having a wonderful time not working in the office. But yeah, if this bill is passed, people have to return to work in 30 days. Ain't no more working remote. Ain't no more of that. Ain't no more getting your hair braided while you're in a meeting. Ain't no more turning your cameras off. No more of that. The good old days, as they would say, the good old days. So yeah, how do you feel about that?
Though, because the people, the veterans, they're not getting the services that they need. Other people that have been calling, they said the IRS people, like if you owe taxes, the IRS ain't picking up.
Yeah,
they made it hard for themselves. If you at least go on telework and be doing what you're doing on the side, at least be productive about it and answer the phone. Because I've called, I don't know who I called. I don't remember. Either way, I called one of those federal offices and nobody called me back. And I feel like if the kids are back in school, there's no reason why y'all aren't back in school.
Back in work. Yes. You're absolutely right.
Y'all, they're adults. These are, you know what I'm saying? If you're an adult and you're concerned about your health, which I understand that as well, put a mask on. If it's that, still put a mask on.
But the thing about it too, see what really got them fucked up was really because of the fact that, throughout the panoramic, I have definitely, and that's right, panoramic. Throughout the panoramic, I have been to many braid shops, and I have seen many people in there teleworking, getting their hair braided, everything. And the problem is that y'all went and y'all was telling people what y'all was doing, and y'all was letting people sneak pictures of y'all, and they put that up there on social media. See, the social media is what let everybody know. And then I'll be honest, I seen a lady in Target. She was in Target on a computer, and I'm like, girl, you wild, what are you doing? And I wanted to say, and you know you don't get service after a certain section in Target, and that's even on your phone. So you wild, what are you doing? But they people
I'm
do
not.
what they want, I guess.
I was one of those people. I was in Target on my phone doing Zoom. I was one of those people getting my nails done, but
Listen,
I was being productive and I was actually working and keeping up and doing what I'm supposed to do. So I felt like I'm okay.
yeah, yeah, you're right. Because when the world shut down, I was teleworking. When because there was that my job had to close. I was working in education, so I was working remotely. Then they said the world shut down. But I was in the middle of getting my hair braided. This appointment, I was glad I scheduled it because I was like, "Ooh," and I said, "Well, I don't mean I gotta leave. Just go ahead and finish this. Go ahead and finish this." And I've had the nice knotless braids. I had a bunch of braids, $100. And I was so happy. I'm like, oh, and the world shut down. But guess who got their hair done? And the joy it brought to my soul, to my soul. But either way,
No,
it's not
it
about
was, it
that
was
now.
amazing. I ain't gonna hold you. I took a whole trip to Florida
Listen.
and I'm on the beach with the Zoom up. And then I had my glasses on, and my coworker was like, "Well, we see where you're at." I said, "Well, I'm still actively participating." So
Yes, and that's what people messing up at because it's like if you're gonna do this, like yo, if you gotta go into the grocery store, cool. Leave the computer in the car, do what you need to do, but don't go too far away. And then check your calendars. Like honestly, check your calendars. If y'all would have checked your calendars and showed up on time to the meetings, because you already were already working from home. You should know if you know that your supervisor has a meeting at 11 o'clock, you don't leave out until 11:15. You need that 15 solid minutes to know that they in there, they got everything they needed. Boom, jet out, come back. But you know what? I guess this news is just a little too goddamn late for y'all because now look at you. Now you got to go ahead and go back on to work.
hey,
But I'm
well,
just
they should have made sure the veterans were straight first before they decided to go get the flowers.
exactly like yo, they're gonna talk about y'all. Yeah, I know that. But anyway, now the next thing is okay. It's a lot of throughout the pandemic, a lot of people they went ahead and they accumulated a lot of debt and everything. They were sitting here, some people they couldn't work and things. They maxed the credit cards out, they took out loans and everything else. But you know what? Don't feel so bad because the U.S. Treasury Department is at its debt limit as of January 19th, 2023. The U.S. is in debt $31.4 trillion. 31.4 trillion.
Well, we know where most of that went. Most of it went to Ukraine, but that's a whole nother
That's
conversation for
low.
another day.
Right.
Because clearly, I feel like the U.S. did not allocate those funds appropriately. We
Yes.
got homeless people, we got food going up, rent, housing, mortgages, everything is
Yes.
through the roof right now. Like, and then now we spoke about this last week, but they have the audacity to be cutting these extra funds for food stamps, and eggs are $20.
Exactly. Exactly.
And depending upon what type of milk you get, you paying almost $6, $7
No.
also.
I have two lactose intolerant children. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Lactate ain't cheap. These lactate, and then the thing about it, when you go into the store, it's like they only have like 10 of them in the lactate one, and then or you gotta have the store brand. So then when I had to go get the store brand one, then my kids looking like, damn, how bad are we living? Like, why is life like this? And I'm like, y'all don't really understand what we just came through because again, with the panoramic, I remember when the toilet tissue shortage and that was getting real crazy and everything. I had to get toilet tissue from Dollar General. Oh my God.
Even
Yes.
toilet paper going up. I should not be paying $30 for some Charmin.
Yeah, at all. But I ended up with that dollar. I ended up with no,
The
it was a
dollar
dollar.
store tissue is okay. It's okay. It's not
I
bad.
had the no, I didn't have Dollar. No, I didn't have the dollar store. I had the Family Dollar one. That tissue hurt so bad. It hurt so bad.
So
It felt
what you're saying
like
is you had to carry out napkins. Y'all were wiping with carry
yes,
out.
yes. It felt like sandpaper. Oh God. It felt so bad. Oh my, on my vagine. Oh my God. Sandpaper. Oh, it was the worst feeling. And I went to so many stores and they ain't have none. It hurt so bad. Oh, my eyes is watering just talking about it. And the thing about it, I was the first one to use the paper. And so my daughter goes, she was like, something's wrong with the toilet paper. I was like, no, it's not. That's not true. And you know what's really bad when you had to sit here and I'm like, nah, yo, we got some napkins in the kitchen. Come on, bring them napkins up there. So nothing is worse than people they come into your house and then I'm like, you got a bathroom? What you got to do? And then they looking at me like, I'm just asking one or two. And my son at the time was 2. So I'm like, I mean, depending on what you're doing, I can give you like 2 baby wipes max. So you want to get 2 baby wipes and that Family Dollar toilet tissue. It was so painful. Oh God.
But
It
that's
was
the
like,
problem with America. You give us just a
and we
little
help the
bit,
people in Ukraine and I'm
right,
wiping myself with sandpaper.
pretty much. But you give us a little bit of information, and everybody just runs and just goes crazy because there's no
Yes.
reason why bleach was not Lysol. People charging $12 for a can of Lysol. Y'all
You know
got
what
me
really got me
bent.
was knowing that it was dirty. Okay, I don't know how far I can go with these curse words, but knowing that it was dirty MFers that was up here buying all this bleach that they don't use, all this Lysol that you don't use, everything that you ain't never had, and now you need it because you want to sit here and you want to be the one. Like, nah. And then I'm like, yo, well, let me buy one for me. Then you ain't even want to sell it to me. And I'm calling someone out. I hope you watching because you trifling for that. And you know your house is a mess. And you ain't want to let me go ahead and get that. I was gonna give you money cash, yo. Hard, cold cash, and you didn't want to take it. Now look at you. Your life, mess, trash.
That part. But I ain't gonna hold you. I bought most of my
These
stuff
children is something tonight. These children
what
are
was it?
something tonight.
They are. I bought most of my stuff from your support your local street doers.
Thank
So
you.
when my
Yes.
pull up with the truck, hey, what you got?
Listen,
Oh, you got a 30 pack of toothpaste? Let me get that.
ain't nothing. Let me get that.
Definitely bought me some paper towels a few times. Dawn. So shout out to
Listen,
your local street doers. Y'all
yes, and
sit down during the
listen,
pandemic for
it
the
was
love.
yes, y'all, yo, the prices that I oh yeah, and also shout out to all the thieving dope fiends. Y'all came through. The amount of money that I
Are the
didn't
local
have to
doers.
yes, yo, because the Tide, I got this big thing of Tide, and I know that was like at least close to like $20, especially at that time. Yo, he was like, sweetheart. I was in Baltimore at the time, say like, sweetheart, for real. I got you, shorty. You know what I'm saying? And he gave me this big thing of Tide for $10. $10. Oh my gosh, it was a time to be alive. And I mean, we don't promote stealing and things like that, but I'm saying that it was the beginning of the pandemic. We had never been in a situation like that, but it doesn't matter because either way, the U.S. Treasury Department, all that we went through, they more in debt than anybody that's watching the show. So it's okay. Okay, don't sit here. They say, weeping we endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. Know that you don't owe $31.4 trillion. If I owe $31.4 trillion, guess what? I'm just going to leave because you're not going to get it from me. And you want to add it to my credit report, they don't have any more space in the back. So you can take that, take your L, take me to collections, do whatever you want. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. I ain't paying. I ain't got it. That's it. That's it. We done.
Yeah. I can't wait to see how they're going to get out of this debt, or better yet, how we are going to get us out of this debt, because that's a lot of money.
It sounds like somebody about to hit the pole. That's what it sounds like.
Hey, we're going to be down at the paint. Rule number, what was it? Rule number 552. Or in the words of Players Club, what did she say? Make the money, but don't let the money make you.
Money make you. And then down in the valley, yes.
Oh, we're gonna be working at the pyramid tonight.
Listen. Hey, and Norma Jeans, they always hiring. They always hiring up there. But not saying I would know or not, but shout out to the strippers. Make your money, boo. I know it ain't easy. I know it's hard. Money tight, but eggs is high. So I don't. It's a lot of people that's willing to do things they wouldn't do right now because the price is up. But anyway, so what's up? What you got for us?
Yeah, speaking of, with everything being on the rise, let's talk about these mass shootings that are on the rise.
Dog.
So,
it's not
of,
funny, but Jesus.
Right. I'm going to say as of yesterday, we, and what are we, 25, 24, 25 days in or whatever?
24 days. Today is the 24th. We are 24 days into 2023.
Yes, we're 24 days in, and there's been 39 mass shootings within the last 24 days. And the first one actually occurred on the 1st.
You know what? I don't know what we can do about this. Like, this is a problem. Everybody can't have guns and access to guns and do this, because this the fact there was a mass shooting today. So it's like, that's the thing. So like, as we are reporting, as you hear with the date, it is January 24th. There was a mass shooting today. By the time I mean, I don't even want to put this out there. I don't even want to project it, but we don't know how many more are going to occur by the time that this show airs. But this is sad. And again, we still sending money over to Ukraine. We have a problem here locally, to the point that it comes down to, like, where last week I was, even, you remember last week I was talking about the student who shot the teacher. And with the student that shot the teacher, they now just released a statement that his parents were supposed to come with him. First of all, I'm sorry, it's a 6-year-old who shot his teacher. The 6-year-old is an African-American male. His African-American parents were told he is not to come to school without one of you being here with him all day. Well, this is the one day that no one came to school with him, and he shot the teacher. This is a problem, and now they're looking at pursuing the mom with charges because it was her gun from her house. And this child has been a problem. This teacher has even complained about this student. So it's like, people are reaching out and things are happening, but no one else is like jumping in to fix it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if I go on to the whole mental health thing, I was talking to one of my homegirls, and she was basically saying that the jails, there's no more space in the jails.
Oh,
there's
God.
no more space for the mental institutions. There's no more space. So basically, people that shouldn't be getting out of jail, they're getting out. People that need mental help, they can't get it because they're still walking around. But we're out here giving money to Ukraine. And I'm not trying to take nothing away from their situation, because it is messed up. And, you know, it's supposed to be one love. Everybody's supposed to help everybody.
Yeah.
But you got to help home first.
Exactly. And that's just like if your friend asks you for some money, you might want to help them get out of this tight situation, but dang, I can't take myself down so bad that I can't sit here and support and take care of my responsibilities. Like, no, this isn't okay. Somebody need to step in. And
they do more than step in. I mean, but look at the police officers. They got their own scandals going on. She in the whole entanglement with 3 other officers, and her man stuck by her.
So, no, I think it's 7. It's 7. Oh, 7. Yeah. And I will say, all right, I got to tread lightly on this one. I will say, this ain't the first time. This ain't the only time.
It ain't gonna be the last.
That's all I'm gonna say on that. This ain't the first time. This ain't the only time. This stuff is going on for a very, very, very long time. You would be surprised, but then you wouldn't. And I can only say so much because of legal reasons. But that's that on that.
Yeah, but that's why people out here stopping crimes, and y'all out here getting passed around.
Yeah, you stopping crimes and you out here fucking off. Like,
I mean, I don't know what that really has to. If they're not doing it on the clock, I don't really see the problem with it. But clearly, you know, I don't. Maybe it does affect the workplace, but if it's been if it ain't been causing no risk, then hey, make it do what it do. If you like it, I love it.
What I have learned is that there is a level of integrity that you're supposed to take, because you are sitting here, you are supposed to be able to help everyone that's around you, and you're supposed to be able to stand out and be a productive citizen in your community. You can't do that because, you know what, it's your lunch break and you like, damn, some head be good right now. You can't do that. You can't do that. And people are definitely out here doing that. having the most productive lunch break of all lunch breaks. And now it's just deciding, like, I mean, shit, what you want to do? And they try and go ahead and make stuff happen. And they are doing on the clock. They're doing it on the clock and off the clock. Off the clock is something else, but it's the way, it's a higher standard. So, like, there are many stories that I can't tell here, but I can say that I was told back in high school, my teacher told me, hey, my teacher told the class, she said, ladies, never marry a police officer. I used to be married to a police officer and I was cheating on him with one of his coworkers that was a police officer. She was like, you will be surprised at the amount of places and spaces where you can have sex at on the job. And I was like, wow.
Well, I'm going to take a sip to that one.
Mm-hmm. Moving forward, there were cop city protests in Atlanta, and this all began when the police allegedly killed an activist protesting a new police training facility. And so once he was protesting, he got killed for protesting. Protesting, we all know Martin Luther King, the birthday was just last week. So we know protesting has been something that's been going on for a long time, but you killed somebody. So now you kill someone who's against it. And now you're thinking that people aren't going to go ahead and jump out here and respond. I know we are a real podcast with real women and real children who are like, fuck what y'all talking about. I have something to say. If the child comes down here again and confronts me about Batman, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. But it's all right. It's all right. Whew. But yeah. Oh, girl, you were telling me earlier about the person, the lady in Atlanta, I mean in Louisiana.
Oh yes. So speaking of cannabis, the lunch lady was basically, the kids was turned up at school. She was selling weed brownies. And I'm like, you're the cafeteria lady, ma'am. How are you selling the kids weed brownies? So of course, you know, she got charged with drugs being on school property, endangerment of minors, and all the other stuff they're gonna throw at her.
Hey.
I mean, I get it. We are in debt. And you know, everybody got
we are in debt.
But not the babies. Not the babies. Don't ruin them just yet. I don't want to say it like that because we don't want to ruin our youth. So scratch that. Okay. We don't want to ruin our youth. But no, you can't do that. Like, what were you thinking, man? I know time is hard, but you got adults, you have friends that will support your local doers, your local street doers.
It's a whole nother way that she could have moved about this. I'm not saying that I would do this, but I'm just saying she ain't really thinking because, you know, I don't know the age of this woman.
Well, you can't say she wasn't thinking because she was thinking, because you have to think about it. Kids gonna buy, they're gonna buy it. They're gonna buy it. And they probably was running it. And the kids also, they're hot. They're gonna blow your spot up. They're hot.
Yes.
So you that wasn't gonna stay under wraps for too long. She was better off going to a college, being a cafeteria lady at a college or something. Not saying feed.
You should do that.
But it would have been a smidget bit better because they're adults.
And you know what? Because I mean, put it like this, since they are the lunch lady, they know how children are going about using things. My child told me that there's a boy in her class who decided he was going to vape in class. And he's like, man, I'm about to go to the bathroom and go use my vape. And so like, she's telling me about it. I had never mentioned anything about a vape to her, but it's like, interesting conversation. So the lunch lady is in tune with the you know what? I think it really comes down to the lunch lady is in tune with the students because of the fact that there is a teacher shortage, and the lunch ladies, they're not only serving food, they also have to go out there and watch the children. So now you're looking at this, a whole untapped market in here. That I'm about to go ahead and get in these pockets. Okay, I see y'all running to that vending machine. Look, your parents ain't gonna smell it on you because you eating it. Don't worry about it. I got you. That's the way she's going. Now, you're right, she could have been on a college campus, but what she could have done, and I'm not saying that I wouldn't have done it, but if I did do it, and if she had a high school, depending on how she really moving, because it's a lot of not caring that she's doing, if she had a high school age child and everything, that's when you go ahead. Now you got your distributor in the house. I'm not saying you should do this. I'm not saying this is okay. I'm not saying that I got a long lineage of drug dealers in my family. I'm not saying nothing about that. I ain't saying nothing about that. Okay. And you know, the time frame, what is it? The statute of limitations has passed these people. Okay. Everybody in a certain time. I'm just saying it's an untapped market. You could have went about this differently. Not saying to do this at all with your children. I wouldn't do it with my children. Definitely wouldn't do it.
Of course not. But since we're talking about moving things,
yep,
we're gonna go ahead and tap into this good old, my favorite subject.
Man. Yeah, we should have brought our furs with us. Dang.
We should have, but it's okay.
It's all right. This always next week.
Lamar, good old Lamar. My man. Okay, first of all, let's get into the whole the funeral home part.
Yes.
He really took my man Gators though. How? Way. And he walking around with sweatpants and Gators on.
Looking crazy.
He already is crazy. Showing up everywhere. Showed up at his daughter's school. Showed up at the baby mother house. I said, what in the Sam Hill is going on here? like what are we doing here? And I mean, it kind of threw me for a loop how he ran down on Meech, because I thought he would have taken a more, I don't want to say a pettier route, and went after his family, considering he knows where they lay their heads at.
Yeah.
But he ran down on my man hard.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably because he know I was in the hospital all the months and you've been piping my baby mother, and Meech like, yeah.
And everybody thinking he did, and what I didn't like was the police officer. I didn't like how he's so hell bent on bringing down Meech. My man is bleeding here, and you don't want to help him because you so pressed on arresting him for something that, okay, I can't say he didn't do it because he did do it.
He did. He definitely did.
Right, for
He's
something
guilty.
that he did do. Now, granted, if you actually watch the documentary series,
that was good.
He didn't really do anything, but that's another conversation for another day. But yes, he really was like, he's a madman. And I get it. You want your revenge, the whole street code, blah, 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 blah. But bruh, the Gators, the sweats, and you don't have no haircut. You got picked up in a damn hearse.
You showing up outside a child's school. You showing him outside your child's school. Like, I think I see my dad. I'm like, the way that, if that was my father, I mean, I'm gonna tell my mother, I'm not sitting here claiming you because you look crazy as shit. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, she actually loves her dad though. And then the fact that you looking like, okay, wait a minute, we just said this man was dead.
I know, and now dad,
and they're waiting for you to come pick me up, and the school bus rolled past, and he is standing. What is she supposed to think? And then, the mom or whatever, she's like, no, that couldn't have been your dad. And then Meech, everybody's like, oh, he's dead. But what proof do y'all really have that he's dead besides the fact that you shot him? Just because you shot him don't mean he's dead.
Very true. Now,
you ain't the clip in him, so what are we doing? I'm not a thug or anything, so I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Not at all.
But
the untapped thing in this episode, though, that really, really needs to be focused on is not only, again, that they have Snoop as a preacher, but the fact that we know that Snoop's hair is so long and that wig is getting bigger and bigger underneath.
I was the only one who noticed that. I said, look at this shit here.
It wasn't as bad as the Tyler Perry wigs. It's because the Tyler Perry wigs, because the Shamar Moore with them cornrows,
my man had no parts. It had no type of hairline. It was just like rows. And I'm like, what? I mean, now granted, that's a different time, but Snoop's wig definitely looks like one that they pulled out the Tyler Perry closet. They pulled it. Look, and as we, speak about kids.
Yes.
More on children. Oh, no, go ahead.
We also have to add, and we cannot forget the fact, Meech Daddy got the porn bags, got the nasty magazines in the guitar case after he playing at the church, and the fact that they looking at him like he's a hot commodity. Now, I understand that it's a lot of, I guess, well, at that time, there were a lot of Black fathers that were not in the home, right? So I understand that he looked like a good family man because he stayed in, he take care of his family. Meanwhile, his wife is miserable, and then she complaining to Snoop about how my husband, he don't want to touch me. He don't like me. And then Snoop is coming to talk about him and what's going on in his marital bed and everything. And I'm like, oh, and then now granted, I did like the fact that they did have Meech's father go and say, you ain't gonna ever talk to me in church ever. You ain't gonna talk to me at all about what's going on in my bedroom. He's like, and then when Snoop told him to take his worldly magazines and leave him out the church.
Now I will say with that, the dad blows me. Charles, he blows me. Because it's like that lady that came in there, did some illegal shit to try to spice it up for you, and you come in there holding bills in your hand. What? I would have like, hey, you got roll. I'm not gonna hold you. I'd be like, you know what? This is it. You talking to me about bills, and I'm over here in this nice floor length.
And see, that's why we don't have our furs on tonight, y'all. This right here is for Meech Mama, okay? This right here.
This is for the women that, be trying to step in and look good. And then you got this guy over here talking about, you put a credit card in our daughter's name. What? Can we talk about that after we do what we need to do? We already got, let's address this problem first.
Exactly. Now, everything about that said, mush the mother's face in the pillow. Okay, that said straight back shots, mush her face in the pillow. I'm like, yeah, I happen to notice that you got these cards in our daughter's name. That's what everything. But you ain't gonna talk to me about it. We that bad off, Lucille. I can't remember her name, but we just gonna go with Lucille. We doing that bad? You got the stores? No, we doing that bad.
I mean, and she looked cute, but then she looked so crushed. So she had every right to go and talk to the pastor. Now,
she wild.
The pastor, I mean, it's hard to separate Snoop and the pastor. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard because when you look at it, you're like, bruh, that's really
exactly
Snoop. It's Snoop.
With the wig on, and then he's sitting there and all this. But someone said that if the mama was wearing a muumuu, that she went ahead and got that pipe down, and then he would have confronted her afterwards. I feel like it would have been that. And then if he had a beater on too, then he'd have beat her afterwards. He'd have said that like, oh, I'm gonna beat it, and then I'm gonna beat it. Cause what? Why you doing all this? We ain't doing that bad. We just wanted some new clothes to go to my mama's house, Charles. Bitch, for what? We ain't got nothing.
Yeah, they was tripping. I mean, that last episode, it was a lot to unpack. So I can't wait to see what Friday is gonna bring. What more heat are they ever gonna catch him? Is he just still gonna terrorize fucking Detroit? Like, what are we doing here? Because my man is a whole fucking terrorist. He is a force to be reckoned with. And it's crazy because he be slipping in and out so fucking smooth. And
yeah, I'm like, y'all ain't caught on yet.
That part, and I'm not with the whole light skin, dark skin thing, but he's one shit ass dark skinned dude, and he's moving like a thief in the fucking night. Like, how are you like, he's giving Michael Myers vibes.
He is. And you know what, you're right, because now that I think about the color of his outfits, it is like a jean jumpsuit with gators.
Oh God. Okay. You know what?
We're talking about craziness. Let's go into, all right, this is going to be the last time we touch on these people because we don't know. They don't know. No one knows. As we're recording this, I mean, it's something that's going on right now. I'm quite certain. Krishan and Blueface. So now she's pregnant. She took us through a whole thing, and she's letting us know what her plans are for the future. And I'm realizing now that she's trying to secure one of those episode deals where they sit here and they'll travel with her throughout the whole pregnancy. I don't want to see it. And then she's since fought him and fought, I'm sorry. She probably did fight him later on. She also fought somebody at the premiere of what is it? Not Baddies, no, it was a Bad Girl, something else that she fought somebody. And then she just was caught fighting the other day with some strippers in the car. And this was all from what, Blueface's birthday. And it's a lot that's going on. Blueface has now accused her of sleeping with 10 other men. I don't see that she ever had time to do that, because it seems like anytime she get that nice sweaty and sexual urge in her hot pocket, she decide, you know what, I'm gonna show how much I love him and I ain't cheat on him. Give me another tattoo. You know what, I thought about cheating on him again. Give me another tattoo. You know what, one more time, right on my finger. No, I have never. That man is crying for help. And like you see in the interviews, he just looking like, why are you here? Let me go. And she just breaks stuff for fun. And I don't, somebody needs to
the
stop.
shit is just, it's wild. Like, I don't get it, and it's not my business to get. So let's
At
just
all. I don't want to get
some
it.
business to get, but we got to draw the line somewhere, because you portray, well, not portray, you say it out of your mouth. I'm so happy about this baby. I'm keeping it. I hope it's triplets or twins, XYZ. But you're putting yourself in danger. You're putting your baby in danger by still being out here partying. Hopefully she stopped drinking. You fighting. Like, you can lose this baby at any given moment. And there's people out here actually trying to have children, and you out here just living all willy-nilly.
Exactly. There are people that they wish that they were blessed enough to go ahead and get pregnant. And I know when she keeps talking about how many abortions and everything she had, and it's like there's somebody who wishes they could have gotten pregnant, and you're just sitting. I mean, granted, you can do what you want. It is your life and everything else. I don't have to take care of your kids, but to sit there and hear somebody say like, yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. Like, that's a huge slap in people's face. You know how people stand, you know how the LGBTQIA plus community, yeah, I did it right. Yeah. You know how they come out and they say like, you can't say that because this is offensive to us. Well, it need to be somebody to say that. Watching this woman sit here and keep talking about, like, we heard you, and ain't nobody come for you yet. But all right, now go ahead and do what you do. Stop bringing up the babies. You did what you did. Leave that alone. If you want to keep your baby and leave it at that. We don't need to keep talking about the ones that you did what you did. Like, keep it moving. None of them want to hear all that.
Pretty much. So, speaking of keeping it moving, we're gonna keep it moving.
Yep, sure
your
are.
Your boy Young Thug and this whole
in
the court situation.
That'd be
what are we doing here?
I've ever seen ever. And to watch the camera footage, you're in a court. It's a lot of stuff that goes down in court. They had a show on A&E. They still have it where they show the courtroom actions and things that go on there. So why you even thought like, hey, I'm gonna slide this to you. I thought like there was somebody that used to try to bring it into the visits.
On Homeboy, they found other drug paraphernalia, and I'm like, what were you thinking, my guy? Now you about to do time for bringing in the drugs. Now he about to get something else probably thrown at him. Like, he's not making his case any better for himself. You got everybody flipping and snitching and dipping and dodging or whatever the fuck going on. And
poor Gunna.
Now, and I get it. You probably trying to take that edge off because you know this is it. But at least wait till you get in. Wait till you get in and you're behind bars. You can sneak it in a little bit better.
Exactly. But I'm like, nobody. The fact that that other guy's on trial and there was not an officer right there to be like, okay, my guy, what are you doing? And then I'm like, he's on trial. Why is he not in handcuffs? Why was he able to freely walk up there? He should have been in the back somewhere, cuffed up, and he shouldn't have been able to even come out there and do that. Somebody got paid.
When it's a high-profile case like that, not too many people are even allowed in the courtroom. Second, you're not going to be able to walk up and talk to the defendant unless you're his attorney or somebody representing him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Somebody got paid. You're right, because if that was the case, then family would be able to go up there and go hug when people want to sit there and be like, that's my son. They'd be able to give hugs and everything to people. Somebody got paid to not do this and let this happen. There's some other stuff that's got to be going on behind it. And I understand somebody would take the bribe because, again, eggs is $20. So, like, look, y'all gonna give me what for what? Yeah, I'm going to the bathroom real quick. I'll make sure ain't nobody in there. Go ahead, do your thing. Show you do your thing. And like I said, he didn't have any cuffs on. Like, y'all just letting this man walk around here all willy-nilly like this? Y'all wow. You know what a person who's really getting out of pocket and needs to be stopped? AB, former player of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't know why he want Tom Brady to catch a body and probably a hate crime charge at the same time, because it's about so many more times that you're gonna sit here and post somebody former spouse, because you getting you I think what is it? He's treading on thin ice. He's treading on thin ice, and this is not the vibe. This is not the move that he needs to be making. Um, he's risking it all. Like then you first of all, then you just doing music, putting that shit on, put that shit on, all that shit he was doing. That was all that. Then then what was it in Dubai? What did he do? He tried to have a girl lick his ass. Remember that on the side of the pool? I mean, do what you want.
This Snapchat one takes the cake though, because you have children following you. Now, me as a parent, you're not following him because you don't know what he gonna do day to day.
Yeah.
But you got kids following you that actually look up to you, and I'm not saying celebrities are supposed to be these holy grails and they don't have faults and flaws too, because we're all human.
Yeah.
But you have to kind of carry yourself in a different light as you should, whether you're a celebrity or not.
Yeah.
Some things are meant to stay private. Like your whole baby mother out here giving you the top and you're putting it on Snapchat. If you're going to record it, just save it in your hiddens or save it in your something else, but don't post
Get
it.
a special app and put it all in there. Put all your good quality footage there. Don't do that.
Or create an OnlyFans like everybody else is doing.
There you go. But even better, the fact is, you see the level that he didn't care though, right? Because if you rip now, and I say that because now you don't ruin your chances of ever getting heard from her ever again. And like me, he got to look at the long range goals. Stop being in your feelings. That'd be a problem. Too many people make emotional decisions. You need to look at the long run. Is she gonna do that for you again? No, because you want to record.
We can't say no because most of the time, most of that stuff is money.
Hey, he did it. Put that shit on. Put that shit. He did that. He did that. There should be a no. There should be a no. Heavy no. Fuck no. But I mean, yeah, but you're right. You're right. Money can make people change things. And until we know that he openly has a drug addiction, we know that the possibilities are endless. Endless.
I don't even think it's a drug addiction. I just feel like he needs help. Like we said prior, he needs help because it's definitely a mental disconnect there. And he has the money, so he can go to any facility, that in anywhere.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I mean, it's. I mean, football is a very dangerous sport.
Yeah.
I've seen people that I know, their personalities have changed from taking hits, concussions. I mean, you can get a concussion from anything, but taking hits, just day-to-day activities, you could bump your head, whoop, now you got a concussion. But it does alter your thinking, it does alter your personality. And I don't want to say it's like no one cares, but it's like no one cares about people that have had multiple concussions.
Very true.
You can only take but so many hits to the head and not be fucked up afterwards.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, I mean, this is a terrible example, but I'm just saying my personal experience, like when I first started drinking, right? all it takes is one time that you fall, you hit your head and you lay there and you start seeing them little blue birds fly around you like they did in the cartoons when we was younger, and you just sit there and you think, I bet you wonder how I got here. Like that right there is a real thing. And your head shake up like that. You sit there and you start thinking like, yo, I'm never going to do that again. That was
even with me playing football. I've taken I'm just playing flag. And I've been hit before. Like it wasn't intentional, but we collided. And I even said, wait a minute now. I'm gonna just go ahead and step off the field to get my shit together.
Yeah.
My shit was spinning and I was like, okay, what's going on here? Like, what's up? Like I blacked out. So I know that shit is real and it hurts. So I don't see how he's so eager. It's like, oh, I'm fine. Hell no.
You're not. Exactly. Oh, and shout out to your team. Look, tell everybody the name of your team. Tell them the name of your team.
Yes, we will be back in the spring, and my team name is My Couch Pulls Out, but I don't. So shout
I
out to
had
the
to have her
squad.
say it. I had to have her say it. When I first heard that, I was like, excuse me, what? My
But
couch
that's
pulls out behind him.
one of many teams that I'm on. But that's that. Yeah, we'll be back in the spring. So I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yes.
Shout out to my man Gary. He's on the Man Cave podcast. That's my quarterback.
Hey.
We got ships together, so I'm gonna give my
Okay.
man flowers. So that's my guy.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Well, but all right. Sorry, guys. Shameless plug. Shameless plug. One thing about us, we're going to sit here and we're going to go ahead and we're going to sit here and drop. Oh, you know what? We forgot to say? We forgot to sit here and say, if you're watching us this far, please subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. That's how you get the latest on the updates. We have more than enough shows that anything that you like, we talk about it. We cover it all. So follow us. Get into it. Anyway, next up, now let's go ahead and we're wearing the wonderful silky satin. This is the sexy silk and satin edition. And don't worry about what the fuck is in our cup edition. This right here. Yes. Oh, let's take a shot because we're behind. Yep.
I gotta play catch
up. Yes. So Valentine's Day is coming. Let's talk about what you should do, what you should get, what you should do, and what you should absolutely not get or do for your significant other or your yamin or whatever your situation is. Okay. I'm gonna be the first one to say it. Women. Giving up the vagine for Valentine's Day is not a gift anymore. Okay. That right there is the closure to a wonderful evening, and that is when you go ahead and do that. For y'all to keep thinking that this man is going to sit here and be excited about this same vagine, that's fine. You can go ahead and put a nice little bow on and everything. He would like a gift. He would like a dinner. He wants to feel special. I've realized now that I'm not saying that they don't want it. I'm not saying they don't want it. I'm saying, but that's the only gift that you trying to give that day. Now, what you gonna go a little harder that day? But I don't know if you depending on what type of woman that you are, you may not give your all the time, but you want to sit here and give a little extra and all this other stuff. No, but men would like gifts and they still won't get that. But I definitely understand that they taking the vagine. That ain't no problem. That was already on their things to do list for that night. That was already happening because I'm pretty sure they got you something to make sure they did that. You want to make sure that they take you out to dinner. You want to make sure they do all this. Give some stuff to your man. Stop doing that. So, hey, because if now, and the thing about it, if it is a situation where y'all both decide that y'all not going to put like this, if he doesn't get you, if you all mutually agree to not get each other gifts, fine. Ain't no problem. That's nothing. Y'all go ahead, get together, make the most of the day or celebrate in the way that you are. But for y'all women that just thinking like, yeah, I got my little fit on. Bitch, what? No. He want a gift. He wants something he can leave it.
I have collectively agreed before we weren't going to do gifts. We were going to do something else. And you don't have to always go out to dinner or you don't always got to make dinner, especially them damn scalloped potatoes. But we're not going to talk about that.
Well, listen, I will say, I have to, Mike T, I have to give him credit. He did tell me, I remember I asked him, me and Mike T used to work together, and I was like, hey, I'm dating this guy, and he's gonna come over for Valentine's Day. And he's like, all right, so, and I was like, what are you doing? I said, I'm cooking dinner, and we're gonna go to the movies. He's like, okay, what are you making? He was like, so I'm telling him everything I'm making. He was like, all right, that sounds good. You gotta get some scalloped potatoes. Fuck him up with the scalloped potatoes. I made some scalloped potatoes. So when I come back to work on Monday, right? So he was like, all right, so how did it go? And I said, listen, I should have brought the box of scalloped potatoes over here to let you know that they have heavily been in stock for the past 3 years in my home. Because what? No. And and he told me, he's like, I told you, I know niggas. I know. And I was like, I understand. It was just the fact that I'm making, I think I made like some shrimp. No, I made some salmon and crab. It was a nice seafood spread, and I'm like, and scallop potatoes. I'm like, that don't really fit with my menu. I'm thinking I should have did like mashed potatoes or baked potato or something. No, he said scallop potatoes. But
I
yeah,
mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I was in question about the scallop potatoes because to me, they're nothing special. But clearly they
exactly.
are because I make scallop
Yeah,
potatoes. I'll make the au gratin potatoes.
there we
I
go.
mean, in me, I like potatoes. I like fries.
Mhm.
So therefore, it's not special to me. But clearly,
Clearly,
we were wrong,
yeah,
and they're a hit. So,
yeah,
ladies, a challenge: if you go cook for your
yeah.
man,
Eh,
make sure you throw the scalloped potatoes in there. And if
yes,
you, I would say, to be honest, this Valentine's Day, switch it up. You take him
exactly.
out and pay for it.
Exactly. Apparently, men are simple and we just make things way more complicated than it needs to be. Apparently, that's what they say. But
Okay, I agree there. They are pretty simple when it comes to
50%,
what they want to eat.
mm, mm,
They
mm.
are pretty simple when they want to come, like when it comes to what they want to eat. We're the ones who's always indecisive and this and the third. But my thing is, if you know we fucking indecisive, then stop asking us what the fuck we want to eat.
But even better, what I've noticed is I can say, babe, hey, what would you like for dinner? And he's like, I don't care, whatever you want. That's not what I asked. And my thing for me is that, okay, I have two children. I have to sit here and be a chef every day. They don't eat everything that I eat. So I'm like, whatever you want to eat. And he's like, well, I'll eat whatever you eat, right? So then they're not complicated, right? But let me tell you, I made some angel hair pasta with whatever. I can't even remember what we had it with. I just remember this angel hair pasta. And he's letting me know in the end, yeah, I don't like this pasta. Da, da, da. And I'm like, so it wasn't that it tastes bad. He doesn't like angel hair pasta. He was like, because it's so thin and it can't pick up anything with it. So, but I asked you what did you want? And you said you don't really care. I appreciate the fact that to have, I appreciate that if I've dated someone and they like every meal that I make and everything, then that's cool. That's fine. I appreciate that. But what I'm saying to you is if it's something you don't like, please tell me. Don't sit here and have me in here wasting my time. I would have never made it. I had some other noodles. I'm like, I didn't know that you like. So you know what I did? I walked in the kitchen. I threw the whole thing in the trash. She's like, see, now you're being extra. No, I'm not
Oh,
because
you said you
you
don't
said
like
you don't like it. And then, then reminded me that I have children that might like it. No, I know my children. They're not going to eat this. So you know what? Forget it. God is for us. But you're not complicated, but cool. But anyway, you know what my secret gift is that I've always wanted? And this is terrible. The gift that I have always wanted, and I have asked for this gift. I ain't even gonna lie to you, or as you would say, I ain't gonna hold you. I've been asking for this gift for the last 12, maybe even 13 years, and I have never been able to get anyone to get this for me. The way I want some gas station or side of the road Valentine bouquet drinks, I want one so bad. So bad. And I don't know why I have requested, I have asked, I have text, I have yet to get it. And it's not even a situation of like, oh no, you better than that and everything. And I'm like, people, I know I'm a funny person, but yo, I'm not joking about that. Get me a gas. I want that. I want to have it. I want to see what's in the kit. I don't want to buy it for myself because that makes it look like I'm lame. Yo, I want one so bad. So you want to talk women make things simple? That's what I want. Now, granted, I know they got an upcharge on it and everything, but look, it come with beer, it come with candy, it come with flowers. It got everything. It's touched all the bases. I just want some gas station or side of the road. I want you get off the highway. They in the middle of the road. How difficult is it for somebody to get that for me? That's all I've ever wanted. I'm a simple woman. It's right there. You ain't got to worry. Look, the day of, you can get it for me the day of. You can be on your way to me and you're going to see somebody that got it. I can't have this. I
pretty
can't have
much.
this. And
It
then
is it's a simple request. It's a simple request. It probably costs you $20, $30. You about to
now,
spend that way because you about to
well,
go buy me some flowers
let's
from the
be clear.
same person on the side of the road for
It
20,
probably
30.
is like about 50. It probably is about 50. I seen the big ones. I seen they got like the small, medium, and large versions. So I'm not saying you gotta get me the $100 package. I'm not saying you gotta get me that. but I think I'm at least worth the 50. I'm at least worth the $50 package. Could I please somebody? I just want these bears. What is the gift that you would want?
I hate that question because I'm the type of female, if I can't get it for myself, I'm not going to ask for it. I'm one
So
of
just
those.
I need to go buy my own gas station. Okay.
So I'm one of those. I'm cool with the flowers. I'm
Yeah.
cool with the dinner. I'm cool.
Yes.
Like, get me something that I don't have, or get me something meaningful where I'm going to remember it. Like, when I turned 21, this random dude, I'm on a cruise, turned 21, I'm on a cruise. This guy bought me a necklace. Okay. Plain little necklace, cute little pink necklace. And I was in the Bahamas. I've had this necklace for years, and I mean years with an S, until my lovely came along and decided to, play with it. And of course, it popped. But more of the story is, not saying the necklace meant something to me, but that's something that I'm going to remember. And I still remember it at the young age of 26. Yeah.
That's right. I know that's right. And it's one of the things, it's like, it's like, I think, okay, let's see. Here's the things not to get. If your lady is not appreciative, if she's not a woman who would be appreciative of gas station or side of the road flowers like myself. Now that's probably because of the fact that I've never had somebody get that for me. And it's like, damn, you ain't even think of me. But, like, flowers is always nice. Women always love flowers. Now, if you see that she can't take care of herself, you can get her some. No, you know what? If you get her flowers, just don't have the idea in your mind that she's going to keep them alive forever. Don't think that.
I suck at keeping stuff alive. Like, flowers, really? Like, I mean, you could get them. I appreciate them. I'm going to try to keep them as long as possible, but I ain't going to hurt you. Them flowers going to last about a week. Because once I put them in the vase, it's set it and forget it. Just like the damn crock pot. Set it and forget it.
Like, I'll be honest. I mean, I'll be honest. For like the last 2 years, I've gotten some beautiful flowers, and they've been absolutely amazing. I definitely appreciate it.
Easy way to fix that problem is spend some money and buy the forever flowers.
Yep, that way you ain't got. Look, I got some forever flowers that I got off of Amazon over there. I ordered them for myself just because I like to have flowers around, and I know that, especially since it's winter time,
mood, and it boosts your spirits.
It does, and especially since it's wintertime, like, I'm like, that works perfectly, because I have my heat up here. It's these children who are hot. I'm cold, but I'm like, I need some flowers that I can have and can cherish. But it's really nice to have somebody go ahead and get you those. And you know what? Honestly, I know that guys say that Valentine's Day isn't for them, it's really for the women. I have not seen one man turn his hand down to not near not a vagine, okay, not near not a, any sexual thing that they want on Valentine's Day. They are there. They are ready. They are ready. They are willing. Okay. They are ready. Okay. They are ready. Let me go into the mic. They are ready. Okay. They've been ready. They've been waiting all year. Okay. They already got a game plan. They sit there, they look you up and down. They like, yeah, I'm making do that. Yeah, spin. Yeah, right there. The amount of money that Amazon makes from people to go ahead and get these things. Because I mean, I know the amount of money that I spent in Amazon to make sure that certain things were here by the time. And last year, it was a wonderful, fun was had. It was a wonderful, wonderful evening. But men saying they go with the flow. You know what? I hear that. Now, I'm sorry. Let me say to the men that refers, as we're talking, right? We have a lot of guys on the podcast, on the network, and they are writing in the chat and they're telling us how they feel about what we're saying. And they're saying that they just want some bomb, sex, and peace. I'm speak from my experience. I've seen men have bomb, sex, and peace and still find a level of unhappiness, or this is it. So I hear you. And I mean, granted, y'all don't speak for all men, just like everything you're saying, don't speak, and they're losers, is what someone said. Okay. All right. And that's their issue. Okay. Well, wow. All right. Well,
Hey,
Shantae,
we
yeah. Well, we'll put it like this. I guess I went gas station flowers, and I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get gas station flowers. I'm pretty sure, but I do appreciate the fact that you feel, or that people have felt, that I am better than gas station flowers, and I'm saying no, I'm not. I want the gas station Valentine's Day box set. That's all I want, yo. Yo. You give me that. Listen. This is gonna be a Valentine's Day. I'm gonna make this a night to remember. All that, okay? Because what? You listen to me, and you got me the Valentine's Day box set, and you got me the $50 joint. Baby, I love you.
they don't understand that when you actually listen and get the things that we might mention or whatever, you unlock a whole nother level. Didn't I tell you to go in the room?
See, every time. These
We
children.
unlock a whole nother level of what you're going to get, not just on that day in particular, but in general. Like, well, I remember when I was younger in high school, not that I was doing anything in high school, but my ex from 300 years ago, he bought me roses and Tootsie Rolls. I might be the only person that likes Tootsie Rolls and candy corn, whatever.
Fine. You like Tootsie Rolls.
But he bought me a bag of Tootsie Rolls and roses. I was so happy. Now, granted, I did break up with him, a couple of days later, but that's nor here nor there.
Hey, that's high school. But that's how game goes.
Right. That's how I go. But it's the simple fact that he listened. And another point that I said, it was memorable.
Yes.
So that actually meant something to me. Them damn Tootsie Rolls was good. I had a snack for in between classes. Like,
yeah, you know what?
We're not simple. I think I'm pretty simple.
Exactly, because like last year, I would say that I did probably one of the most awkward things to do on Valentine's Day, which was I said, let's talk about the worst Valentine's Day that we've ever had. And he looks at me like, what? And I'm like, no, let's just think about it. Let's talk about it. Let's get that out there. So due to legal allegations, I can't talk about mine, but he definitely was sitting across the table like, I'm like, yeah, that really happened. I'm gonna tell you later, girl. But it was wild. It was wild. But then so we sat there.
Had a bad Valentine's Day, even when like I wasn't dating anybody or anything of the sort. Me and my friends,
Yeah,
we still went out and did shit. But speaking of worst, let's get into this good old dead mistress situation here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna put it out here this week, and then we'll go ahead. We're gonna take it on to the next level. So there is a lady who she submitted a letter to talk about her husband, his mourning his dead mistress. Now, this
just ghetto as fuck. My husband mourning his
dead mistress. Yes,
it's just ghetto as fuck. Period. But carry on.
I mean, it is, but you know what? It's one of those things that it didn't surprise me. But okay, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna share the story to you. This is from the good Instagram. It says, my husband is mourning his dead mistress. 3 months ago, the woman who was having an affair with my husband died suddenly from an accident. I found out about the affair only 2 days after her funeral. I thought she was simply a coworker, and I was wondering why my husband was so disturbed and emotional. He quit his job, saying it was too traumatic to go to work. She was in the early weeks of pregnancy when she died, and my husband doesn't know whether he or her husband was the father. So she has the girl had a husband too. So on top of everything, he's also grieving for a baby which may or may not have been his. I find it extremely difficult to be emotionally supportive when he wakes up at 3 a.m. crying and trembling. Yet I don't have a heart to yell at him like I want to. He says she's dead, so there's no reason for me to feel jealous or threatened, and asks for my understanding as he grieves. We've barely talked these last weeks because I don't know how to respond to my husband. And when he cries and says he misses her and wishes she was here, then also how much he loves me and that he never intended to leave me. I asked him to visit a marriage therapist. I asked him
I'm
to visit.
sorry, ain't no fucking therapist is gonna be able to fix that shit. If you want to be with her so bad, then go fucking dig a spot next to her. Cause you got me fucked up. If you think we
I
about
ain't
to
was
sleep in the
reading.
same bed, if you about to mourn, man, I'm not even gonna raise my blood pressure for that one. Cause you got me all
Wait.
the way.
So look, I asked him to visit a marriage therapist together, and he said he's not ready to work on our marriage, and he thinks he needs to see a grief therapist instead. Do I need to give him time to mourn the loss of his mistress, or should I demand he focus on our marriage?
Okay, so first of all, this ain't Power. You ain't Ghost, and I'm not Tasha,
Yes.
and we not.
Tasha, I'm getting over a woman I love, okay? I am grieving.
No fucking way. Like, bruh, I don't even cuss like that, but it's just no fucking way. Like, you about to tell me while I'm sleeping next to you, you over here crying over some.
You waking me up with that? And
You
oh
waking
yeah.
me up with some bullshit. First of all,
What
you
was
the
the love of my life, Tasha?
here. You lucky you still got a key here, player.
Yo.
He married too. So what type of see, we're back on entanglements and situationships. I thought
Yep.
we looked at with Jada in August and Will.
No, you know what I would do for Valentine's Day? I go visit that woman's wife, that woman's husband. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go spend time together. We gonna have a wonderful time. Me and him gonna create a family. So now you're gonna really, really cry. And now it doesn't say whether or not they have kids together. No, I'm gonna love this man. I don't care what he look like. I'm gonna love him for like I can dedicate a year for pettiness. I can dedicate a whole year for pettiness. And me and this man gonna be in love. We gonna stay together. But if he fine, now we together. That's my husband now. And he'd be like, you left me for her. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Because what? It's like, it's the level of, you know what? I got to realize that you and we are both cancers, right? So I don't see you disagreeing with anything that I'm saying. And I'm like, I mean, why not? We've been sharing a partner. We've been sharing partners for years and we didn't even know about it.
I just
So
well
that's cool.
be one big whole happy family at this point. Now,
Exactly. But where
an
you going? He's like, where you
exclusivity,
going?
I got
I
to
wish I
stick
had a bag next to me. He's like, where you going? You know where I'm going. Don't ask me that. Don't do that.
But why are you minding the business that doesn't pay you with mine?
Exactly. I'm like, yo, just go ahead and go get you. Why don't you get a spot that's closer to the grave site and go over there? You know what I'm saying? Go over there, be there, because no, I can't see. Like, I understand. Yes, here go. Does he need to see someone? He definitely does, because I mean, I if I put myself in his position and take out, and if I don't think as the wife, but think as him, that's got to be rough. You was already cheating. And then you was like, okay, and then you knew she was pregnant and everything. You don't know if the baby was yours and everything. It's a variety of emotion that you're going to have. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to take that shit up and you're going to bottle it up and you got to go away for a little while. Or you need to go take a trip or something to go ahead and get all your feelings out, because I'm not going to sit here and console you through this, because you know what I would do?
They go to the funeral.
It doesn't say. That would be interesting. I wish I wish we would give it another story. Like, I would love to see pictures. It doesn't have pictures of the couple, because I would love to see that. Be like, and then, it might justify the reasons of the cheating. Like, I want to see both sets of spouses, and I want to see the couple I want to see
the dynamics of the situation is.
There we go. Yes, because what? And then the thing about it though is that most people, when I've heard of people cheating, and the reason they try to say is like, well, he doesn't like me, he doesn't touch me, da 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 da. They try to justify that as the reason. So clearly, her and her husband were still still having, marital. They still had the marital bed where these things went down at. But are you serious?
I mean, or you could just like Charles and get you some naughty magazines and call it a day.
I ain't gonna give me a naughty magazine. I'm giving me a whole naughty family, because what? Okay, because there go my man, there go my husband, there go our kids, and you know what? And too bad. And then I would be petty enough to be like, too bad she ain't still here, because then I'd be taking care of your child over here with my husband that used to be her husband. Y'all, you be safe though. Like, don't do that. Don't do that, because that's wild. And again, he does need to see somebody, like, just again, taking myself out and just really thinking about, for him, he personally does need to see somebody, because this is a variety of emotions. And you tell him you ain't ready to work on your marriage. You know what? So he's saying that he ain't even looking at his wife as even thank you for staying with me throughout this time. He looking at you as a whole backup plan, and like, I need to get through this and then I'm gonna talk to you. So he not even willing to do that. It ain't nothing to talk about. I will say, what I can say is that once upon a time, I was hitched, and I remember asking somebody, I think we should go to marriage counseling. And the individual said, I don't need that. That's for you because you got the problem. That's all I need to hear. Ain't nothing else to say.
Say
Ain't nothing else to
less.
say.
Say less. Say fucking less.
Cheers to divorce because she needs one. I hope she find that girl husband. I hope she does. Cause girl, the way that'd be my man. The way this Valentine's Day, I'm telling you, we taking all types of pictures and everything. I'm tagging his family. Like the level of petty would never stop. And that's unfortunate. But to God be the glory that is not my situation. And God moves in mysterious ways because it's a lot of jail time that they giving out here. And you know how they don't find you talking about they running out of rooms in jail? They gonna find room for me. They to find room for me. So I don't. Luckily, this was ages ago. I've been divorced for a very long time now. So again, to God be the glory. But anyway, well, you know what time it is, Shantae. It's almost that time. Michael.
Well, it's my favorite part of the show. Ask Mike. How are you doing today, Mike?
I am wonderful and delightful.
That is lovely to hear. So since y'all been on my back for the last 2 episodes about, oh, you said you was going to make it spicy. So, you know what? I am going to make it spicy. So today, Mike, what's the most freakiest position that a female has put you in?
Whoa, what the?
The people want to know.
They come in. Oh, yeah. Really?
It's a little quiet over there. Are you
I don't
still
know
with
why
us?
I agree. I don't know.
Are you ready?
I don't know why I agree to do this show.
You love it here.
Do you need me to repeat the question?
He does.
Yes, please.
What is the most freakiest position that a female has put you in?
Okay, you got a follow up to this?
Oh no,
I got a song I can sing if needed.
Okay.
I like it nasty.
I
like nasty.
I got the perfect answer. You guys ready?
Oh, buddy.
Drum roll. The next one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Woo! You totally got me. See, last week you got me with the question, and I'm gonna explain myself, and then I'm gonna get back to this one. Listen, to all the people that I offended with my comments about ratchet and all that stuff, let me break it down to you. Don't nobody want nobody really ratchet for real. Nobody. I'm gonna break it down to the women, okay? You get you a dude, nice looking, handsome dude. Back in the day, you going to the clubs, maybe the go-go's. He the man in the go-go's, right? How many of those relationships where you see the dude going around beating everybody up in the club, do you see last?
They don't.
It's not cool. It's not cool after a while. You know what I'm saying? Women, do you like seeing your man argue? No. I don't know woman that like just sitting up there, oh, look at him looking so sexy arguing. No, maybe the first time, the third time, but if this thing is a constant argument, you do not like that, okay?
Very true.
When I say ratchet, what I mean is, don't no man want no woman going around fighting all the time. What? Don't no man want to be known to have the toughest girlfriend. Nobody wants that. I don't give a damn. Only Blueface, and you see it only want him. And I'm not trying to make fun of it, but I mean, it's only one Blueface. You don't see that, like you don't.
No, you're right. He's one of a kind. He's definitely one of a.
You have when I mean ratchet, I mean somebody that does not respect themselves and others. That's what I meant. Nobody wants to be in a relationship like that. Ladies, if you shake your butt, nobody cares. It's 2023. We're not tripping off that. That's not what I was talking about. If you want to shake your butt, I like watching. Do your thing. I have no qualms with you doing that. But I didn't mean ratchet. Put it like this. All them love and hip hop, all them relationships, how many of them last?
Ray J. He had his one wish, and clearly it is working.
Remy and Pat, they still together.
Who?
Remy and Pat.
They didn't start from Love and Hip Hop. They was married. He was married to her when she was
They started in jail. Yeah, they started in jail. Well, how much more ratchet do you need?
Tell me the last time you seen Remy fight somebody.
Well, she see what happened last time. She did that time. Oh yeah, no. She did try to jump out there. What'd she say?
Man, she ain't fight nobody. Remy ain't fighting nobody. Remy holds herself to a certain high level of dignity and to a certain level. That's what people want. Like if you want to go do the ratchet shit, that shit's fun for a little bit. It's exciting. Ooh, yay. You never know what's gonna happen. After a while, that shit gets boring. And if you want longevity into your relationship and you're just not out here just dating just to date, then you want some stability. You don't want to have to worry about your girl going out with her friends and you might gotta go bail her out. That shit ain't cool.
You're absolutely right, but you're not gonna bail out on this question though. So.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Okay. So no, the question is, whatever you said about freaky something. Yeah, the next position, whatever, you know what I'm saying? The next time I get in there, yeah, whatever she want to do, that's the best one.
Whatever she want to do.
No, hold up now. See, you better stop now. I don't mean like that there's boundaries. Also, so I told you this was a follow-up question. I knew there was something coming with it next. No, there are boundaries in my bedroom.
I mean, you started the follow-up question.
Boundaries. I just told you, boundaries. Like out of bounds when you play football, you get a flag.
Hey, flag on the motherfucking position.
Flag on the position. Gone too far.
You put your feet anything in my mouth, that's a flag, and you kicked out the house.
Oh,
God. Let go.
Anything in your mouth.
Feet.
He said
feet. I was about to say, I'm about to say, oh, well, this about to be a dry ass Valentine's Day.
Well, I am Rasta, so sometimes, I can use that to my.
You know what?
Mm.
When I do nothing.
Well, ladies.
No, ladies.
Warm than ice.
I don't have a Valentine, unfortunately, so I'm gonna be editing y'all shit.
Well, we're sorry, and that's why
I don't care about the Valentine's Day. I told y'all already. Men don't care about that.
You're right. You did say that. You're right. So maybe,
ladies,
and I don't give out your rights all the time. So,
ladies, you want some game?
This.
You want some game? You know what you do for this Valentine's Day? Tell them, baby, you don't gotta get me nothing. Be home when you get off of work. Y'all say y'all both get off at 5 o'clock. Perfect. Be home by 7 o'clock. You don't have to cook. You might cook, if you want to. You might be hungry too, so cook something, maybe. But as soon as he get home, either have nothing on or moo-moo. I promise you, you will be perfectly fine. You don't have to, you can look at everybody else's Facebook pictures of the shit that they bought and spent all their money on and then got nothing else for Friday. So
there you go. And not nothing else on Friday.
I'm trying to explain to the ladies, to you ladies out there, the men only care about anniversaries and birthdays. We don't care. We want you in the moo-moo on Groundhog's Day. St. Patrick's Day. We want it. We don't care about none of them holidays.
So y'all care about Christmas?
No. We rather listen. Christmas, you got to give us the loving of all lovings. Christmas, Thanksgiving, we want it a lot because we're both busy. Y'all cooking in the stove and y'all looking all sexy doing all the cooking and stuff. And then we out doing the men stuff, whatever we doing. On my end, we do the turkey bowl. So yeah, when we get home, everybody to sleep, time to get it in. Christmas, same thing. Groundhog's Day, same thing. Valentine's Day, same thing. Anniversary, let's go out. Let's get each other gifts. Birthdays, let's go out. Let's get each other gifts. On, what's the day? January 24th? January 26th? Same shit. We don't care. We really don't. We really don't. So yeah. Just want to let y'all know that, ladies. You know, if you don't believe me, okay.
Well,
Go buy all your money. It's a recession. You can't buy no eggs out here, but you buy this man all this goddamn laundry. You buy all this damn lingerie that you gonna wear one time. He don't care.
Depending upon what you get, you can mix and match.
Hear me out.
That's facts.
Eggs is $20-something. No man right now, once you spending no money on Victoria's Secret, she ain't no secret no more. We didn't see all the shit that she can come out with at this point. We didn't see everything that they selling. We didn't see the joints with the nipples out and the whole back. We didn't see all that already. We didn't see all that. You spend money, eggs is $20. I'd rather you wake me up the next morning and make me an omelet.
Hey, not a fucking omelet, but I mean, you have. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you there.
I told you scalloped potatoes.
Lingerie is for us also.
Huh?
I said sometimes lingerie is for us.
Yeah, so send me some pictures.
Pictures?
Yeah, send me some videos. If you want to get all sexy and look all sexy, go ahead. Do you. That's all it's for anyway. It's not for us. It's for y'all. Y'all want to look sexy and all that. We like you as you is because we with you.
Appealing to y'all.
You didn't hear what y'all didn't hear what I just dropped a bar. Listen.
Okay.
Listen.
Hilarious.
Y'all want to get sexy, to look all sexy for y'all. Y'all take y'all pictures, y'all post them everywhere. Look at me. Woo. We don't care about that. We are with you. So we done already seen, you know what I'm saying? You at your if you want to keep going and getting to your, we see you at your highest. We done woke up with you at your lowest. We already know. We know what it is. We know
First of all.
So send us some pictures of you getting all sexy. But when we get home, all that shit you can put back. You can keep the tag on it so you can take it back so we can get some more eggs.
You know what? I'm done.
If that's what we want the next morning. That's what we want the next morning. Some omelets. Me preferably a big steak omelet for like IHOP, but I want you to make it.
You know what?
In a moo-moo.
In a moo.
I mean, I feel you. Making an omelet in a moo-moo is very comfortable. You don't have to worry about any grease pops, you know, stuff like that.
Put on the white moo-moo for when I come over.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say not for cooking.
Put on like the fuchsia moo-moo when you cooking the omelet. I'm trying to okay, listen.
Not the color preference. I'm weak.
It don't gotta be a color play. You know what I'm saying? It could be yellow, but the white one, you know, the white one is like, oh.
It's like what? What's the noise again?
I think he's trying to say it's angelic.
It's like, oh,
Did you hear what he said? Oh, you about to get this box.
Yes, wow. That's what the white one says.
Oh, God.
The black one's like, if you got a black one, the black one's like,
I thought the black one was the sexy trait. Like, what do you
see, I'm telling you, the best one is the nothing. The clear one. The clear one is the best one. But the white one is the next best thing to the best one. The white one is like
the clear moo-moo. Never seen that.
Huh?
What's a clear moo-moo? I ain't never seen that.
Nothing. I keep telling y'all, it's nothing on the moon.
Real quick and type in clear moo-moos. Like.
I'm not gonna be on no Kevin Samuel stuff. All right. I'm not gonna tell women y'all stupid and shit like that. I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna give y'all some game. For 2023, moving on beyond, we want moo-moos or nothing. That's it. We don't want nothing. Listen, Beyonce not even selling y'all lingerie anymore. She never sold y'all lingerie. Beyonce selling y'all sweatsuits. Beyonce then wore a goddamn training bra and what's the shit called, the waist trainers, the whole goddamn career, dressed sexy. She's selling y'all sweatsuits. Why? Because your man's gonna buy you a sweatsuit. Your man not gonna go to fucking Victoria's Secret. Now, some men, we will do that. We will. I bought women's stuff to put on before. It was like, you know, but most men are not gonna do that. We'll buy you a sweatsuit because that shit we want you looking fly when other people see you. However, we're not going to Victoria. Men don't feel comfortable going to Victoria. Like, yeah, damn, what size bra she wear? Shit, I gotta remember all that shit. We're not smart enough to remember all that shit.
I mean, he has a valid point. He has a valid point.
We're not good at sneaking around. Men are not good at sneaking around. So how the hell are we gonna look? You know what I'm saying? Like, I bought a female some shoes. Man, I almost got caught like 15 times trying to get the size of the shoe.
Oh God! Not around to figure out a shoe size though. I'm weak.
Yeah,
that's why I got smartphones. You make notes. You put it in.
That's what I did. See, Shanta. That's what you do. Scallop potatoes, ladies. Scallop potatoes. Red beans and rice. I put y'all onto a level. Red beans and rice.
See, now I won't make red beans and rice because I don't eat that.
You don't have to. Give it to. See what I mean? See what in this damn sex. See what I mean? It's all about y'all. You put that shit on for y'all. You cook for y'all. Y'all do all this shit for y'all. It don't never really be about us. So just give us what
it'll be about y'all. But if I gotta eat too, and the way food prices is, I ain't making no goddamn red beans and rice.
I'm gonna rest my case on this. Y'all on here looking all good tonight. Y'all ain't do that shit for me. Y'all ain't do that shit for the dudes that's watching the show. Y'all did that shit for yourselves.
This is for the viewers, and this is also this is an episode that is dedicated to Meech's mother for that one time that she went in there.
You see what Charles did, right? You see what Charles did. You see what Charles did, right?
Charles fucking bills. That's what Charles did.
If she'd had a moo-moo on, you see what he was trying to get some when she was laying in the bed with the big ass t-shirt on. That's what he was trying to get some at 3 o'clock in the morning. She told him no. She come in with all that expensive bullshit on. His whole mind discombobulated because all we see is how much did that shit cost?
I think that more of his issue is the fact that he didn't have a haircut. And that is the reason why he acted in such manner. That was, I don't have a haircut and I'm keeping these worldly magazines in my guitar case to try to hide it from my wife.
Charles is a loser. We all know this. However, in defense of Charles in this situation, they don't got no money. My man's been trying to hit. Every time he try to hit, again, we've seen you at the highest of the high, at the lowest of the lows. My man trying to hit when she got on the grandma t-shirt.
I mean,
he didn't care when as soon as he walked in that joint and saw that, he was like, oh shit, you look sexy. God damn this bill. Fuck it, I'm gonna put my foot. How much that shit? As soon as he saw she looked sexy for a second, he said, how much that shit cost? That's what his mind said. That's what we're thinking about. That's what I'm trying to tell. I'm trying to hip you the game.
I get what you're saying. I can.
None of us are balling. So unless you balling and you got a whole bunch of money and shit like that, that's something different. You know what I'm saying? Unless you Cardi B and Offset, you can just go buy yourself a Lambo truck or some shit like that. No, stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Our grandparents and our great-great-grandparents. Hey, yo, Uncle Jeffrey or Leroy. Wow. Leroy, Uncle Leroy, and them, they was giving girls Reese's Pieces for Valentine's Day, and they married that woman for 40 years.
I mean, you're right. They was bringing sacks of potatoes and some more shit, and you're right.
Social media got us thinking you got to buy a chick a boat.
No.
Nope. A yacht.
What are we going to do with it? I don't even live close to the water. Can you build a house though? Like that's what then we start going into that stuff. I've heard the things, the questions. Can you build a house? I'm not asking nobody to do that because you know what? You need lumber, and clearly everything is sky high. Eggs is sky high, so I get it. The whole thing wrapped up is men really are not trying to have to spend money for Valentine's Day, but they're gonna buy something for you because they know you need something to go ahead and show to your friends to say he really cared about me, he really loved me, and he did this.
You think we think that? You think we think that? Hell no. We wish you, we don't want you talking to them nosy ass friends. Most of them single.
Yikes. Wow. Message.
You want you talking to them, they the ones that's filling your head up with the BS. He should have did this. He should have did that. Are you happy? Yes, you happy. Am I happy? Yes, I'm happy. Who the fuck cares about what Keisha think? She's single. You gonna listen. I used to rap. And I used to say, I had one song where I was talking to a girl, and I said, you keep listening to what Keisha said. What the fuck? where the fuck does Keisha stay? She stay with her mom. Where's Keisha man? She don't got no man. You do. How you gonna listen to something? It's like me. That's like LeBron James telling me. I'm telling LeBron James how to shoot a 3-pointer. I'm trying to give y'all game, ladies. Listen, fellas, all I'm telling y'all is don't cheat. If you don't cheat, you're good. You can get on her nerves. She don't care. She'll get over that. You cheat, that's embarrassing. That's fucked up. You shouldn't do that. No cheating, man. Black men don't. Well, I'm not gonna say that because I that's a lie. But don't cheat. Women, just be simple this year and beyond. Men just want to come home. Maybe you might can make them a DiGiorno pizza.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? DiGiorno pizza with some wings on the side. Man, I'm trying to tell you. Listen.
No, I can't agree with you.
Y'all don't hear me.
Simplicity is key.
Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Make that man a DiGiorno pizza. DiGiorno. Don't be cheap and get a tombstone. Get that man a DiGiorno.
Nothing wrong with tombstones. That's a lot of bread on a DiGiorno.
I'm trying to. Do you want the man to give you the? Do you want the man DiGiorno? Get him some DiGiorno pizza, the square one. Fancy.
Oh, you fancy. Okay, Litos.
Even I'm trying to make you some wings. Give him some wings on the side. Another thing, ladies, asparagus.
Asparagus is nice. I'll
for you. You keep talking about for you. It's nice. It ain't him.
No.
Buttered.
I make mine with some onions and some mushrooms in it. Sauteed.
Black pepper and salt on it. Some little seasoned salt, just so you can see the little red.
Okay, paprika.
Exactly.
There we go. That's bringing it on. In there. I'm trying to give you little simple things. Grits. Make grits in the morning. You ain't gotta make nothing else. Grits, just grits. With a moo-moo. Preferably a yellow one.
Preferably yellow. Well, ladies, if you're interested in Mike T, please purchase all yellow moo-moos.
I'm trying
to make some magic happen, baby. 2023 is yours.
Match the grits. You gotta, when you stir the grits, the mac and cheese. Oh, mac and cheese. Well, y'all should know about mac and cheese. I'm done.
Whilst Mike T did not give his opinion on what was. I'm sorry. I guess depending on what his answer would have been as far as what is the wildest position he's been put in, I guess there probably is one out there. He didn't want to say it because he don't want to give that female that credit, but she know who she is. She know how that man was acting afterwards. She know what time he was on. But you know what? And hats off to you, dear man. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for enjoying the jokes and everything. Let's see. Tay, you still got something left in your cup? Let's take one more shot to go, and we taking it out of here.
That's it for the road, baby.
Yeah, that's all I guess I got. All right. Cheers to y'all.
Cheers
Have
to
a good weekend.
Cheers to Frosty.
Cheers to me. Yes. Cheers
to yellow moo-moos and grits.
Yes. Cheers to me.
I said the simplicity all 2023.
Cheers to the gas station Valentine's Day gifts. Sir, let me let you know, if you've been trash all year, don't get it at. This right here is a special request of what I want, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get it. But, hey, one could always hope. In the words of Glorilla, that's why I always love tomorrow. There we go. Good night.
Toodles.